Hello, everybody. Excited Utterance here, and I'm Hella. And today, again, I'm coming out with a lot of different topics lately, and we have another new one. It is a little bit of a sensitive one today. We have Jodi Hildebrand and Ruby Franke and the 8 passengers case. So, yeah, I just want to make sure. Am I live? Have I got people here? Is that you, Ronnie? Hello. And we have Flashman. Hi, how are you today? Good to be here as always. Good to see you. And Christine, hello. And Toodley, hello to you too. Hang on, let's just make sure that we're all. Yes. Yes, we are. We're live. We are live. Okay. And Ghost Tree. We have incoming Salvador raid. And as far as I'm concerned, it is Dali's birthday today. Even though it's only the 23rd in the US, it is the 24th for me over here in Australia. So we've just been celebrating Dali's birthday, my co-host. I'm not sure if he's popping in here today because it's not as happy a topic as his birthday. So I want him to be in a happy mood. Yes, welcome everybody. Hey Murphy Turfy, good to see you, and great success. Yes, Sal sent you. Cool. And hey John, hello, and Ali Raider, hello. None of your business. Okay, so what's happened is I have come across, and thank you to my source. Not going to reveal my source, but thank you very much to you because you have given me some really heavy viewing, but it's really important stuff to share. Now, if you haven't, or if you've been following the case, if you've been following the Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt case, you'd be aware that they have been convicted because they pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. And I'll go into a little bit more of that shortly. But because they've pled guilty and they're now serving their sentences, the court in Utah have come along and made quite a lot of exhibits available to the public. Now, I'm not sure how far those exhibits have spread, but it's only in the last, I think, 24 hours that those exhibits have been made available. And you would have seen probably snippets of them on some mainstream news networks. I'm not sure how far they've spread amongst YouTubers and things. They're available. It's just that someone has made them all available to me, and thank you to my source. And they're pretty hard to watch and look at. I spent a few hours yesterday going through them all, and some of them are pretty difficult to look at. But I'm going to be really careful about what I show and share them really sensitively. Yeah, none of your business. They're not the nicest people. Hello, Conspiracy. I've never seen you here before, and welcome. Hello, Pudding Weight. And Rosie, hey, good to see you. Bye, Franz. You've got a new profile pic. Good to see you, bye, Franz. And hello, long time no see. Yeah, it's been about 5 minutes, hasn't it? Okay, so as I always do, I start off with a little bit of an intro, and I'll just make you guys all aware. Like, I wasn't following this case like closely. I was watching it, but I wasn't like right deep down in the rabbit hole of this one. So as per usual, what I always say is, I don't know everything about this, guys. I don't pretend to be an expert on this. Please add info if you've got it. I'm happy to be corrected. I'm happy to be told, hey, you, Hella, you're wrong. You got that bit wrong. This is what really happened. And help, like, add stuff to chat, add information. I'm cool to hear about it. I'm not going to be like, oh no, I'm so offended that someone told me I was wrong and you're a troll and you're timed out. That's not going to happen. Okay. And if you disagree, cool. right? Just be kind about it. It's fine. It's no biggie. So like I was saying the other day, I had a live stream about this, and I was just like, well, you know what? There's no point in hating each other because we disagree. Let's just disagree. That's just called having a healthy discussion. So let's get into this. Oh. Alrighty. Oops. And silly me. I went and started at the end. That was dumb. Vanilla, good to see you. New here and saw your chili video. Hey, thank you. I hope you liked it. But you must have thought it was okay to come back. Yeah. Takes a special kind of evil to abuse victims that can't defend themselves. Oh yeah. Pikeys. Hey, Pikeys. Okie dokie. Now, Frankie. So Ruby Frankie, once a social media influencer and YouTube family star, fell from grace spectacularly when it turned out she was far from a model parent. On December 18, 2023, she pled guilty to 4 charges of aggravated child abuse. Alrighty, so one of these, I don't really get these people who set themselves up with their whole family like on camera and have these YouTube channels, and it's like, oh, now my whole family is like the star of like a live reality TV show sitcom thing. Okay, well, no judgment, but I just don't get it. It just makes no sense to me. Like, why would you want to put your children through growing up in front of a camera for real? Like, it's just a really bizarre thing to me, the whole idea of like, let's all just film ourselves and go on YouTube and try it and monetize that and film every aspect of our lives and make money out of that. Like, to me, that's very strange. Like, if you want to do it yourself, like even you and your partner, okay, but then like to have all your family on there as well, I find that really weird. It's just a very odd thing. It reminds me a little bit of the days of like Jerry Springer and all that, like putting your whole, like airing all your dirty laundry out on television and like really hoping to get your whole family up there on the show, and then acting the fool, like, and being really like hoping that all of your bad stuff is going to come out there just so you have like your 15 minutes of fame. But it's like on a much grander scale, like all the time, all of your stuff all the time, and like hoping to be kind of like the Kardashians but in YouTube form. Yeah, I just find it really strange. You find it disgusting? Is that, are you talking about the same thing? Yeah, sounds like judging. Yeah, I know. Well, okay. Well, I just find it weird, right? Whether it's wrong or not, that's up to each person to make their own decision in their own heart, whether or not it's the right thing to do. For me, it's bizarre, right? I couldn't imagine myself doing it. Not saying that it's the wrong thing to do. If the person doing it feels like it's the right thing to do for their family and it's benefiting their family and their family's growing up healthy, okay, cool. But for me, it's just a really foreign idea. And I don't know if I'd want to take the risk with my family, my child, as to putting them out in front of a camera and like putting their whole life out there and seeing whether or not that worked out. Because once you've done it, I think that's it. Yeah. But I really don't like to judge people on their decisions, because I can't walk in their shoes. Curry. Especially when it's all fake. You don't know whether it's all fake. I suppose it can look like it, doesn't it? Now the Duggars and the Octomum. See, I remember the Duggars. I don't know anything much about the Octomum. Did it? So why can't we? That's what these people are thinking. Because the Duggars made a lot of money, didn't they? Remember that. But didn't they all break up? Didn't they break up? Everyone is old enough to agree, old enough to disagree too. Yep. Okay, let's move on. Okay. So Hildebrand. So Jodi Hildebrandt, also sporting the title of social media influencer with her online self-improvement program, was a great friend of Franke and somewhat of a cohort. So sadly, this didn't work out well for Franke's children. No. So, like, from what I can tell, they lived quite nearby to one another, right? And in this really like desert kind of area in Utah. And she, Hildebrandt, minded the children of Franke. When I say minded, I put that in a really like loose term. I'll put it in brackets like that. Hella, you need to watch the original TV show called American Family. Okay. Interesting. People forget how Kim got her start. Make sure you say happy birthday to Sal. Yes, say happy birthday to Sal. Make sure you do all day, every day, and tomorrow probably, because I'm well early on that one. His birthday is the 24th. It's called Subjugation. Yeah. Cool. All right. It can end up really bad. Yeah, really bad. Yes, clearly. Okay. Now, on December 27th, 2023, Hildebrandt, and that's this lady on the left here, right, also pled guilty to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse. So the same 4 counts, basically. Whoops. Now, 4 months prior, so before they all pled guilty, the women were arrested following an incident where Franke's 12-year-old son, so this lady on the right, her 12-year-old son escaped through the window of Hildebrandt's, that's this lady here, Hildebrandt's sprawling Utah home, and you're going to see that today. All right. The boy then ran to a neighbor's house seeking help, and you're going to see that. Okay. So the boy was in this lady's home, okay, and he escaped, and he was like, and you'll see it's like desert, it's hot, and he managed to escape, this poor little kid, and he was like looking around for help, and he managed to find this neighbor, and he knocked on the door, and this neighbor helped him. And one thing I have to say is, whilst all this is kind of horrible, it does sort of give you a little bit of hope and joy in that, like the kindness of people, like to see these kind people, like just be like, okay, we have got to look after this kid. We have got to get the police, the medics here now. There is a little bit of like spark of joy in all this. It does make you a little bit like a bit of a warm feeling. Okay, officers responded and conducted a search of Hildebrandt's home, finding a very frightened 9-year-old girl hiding in a closet. Yeah, we're going to see that too. It was another child of Franke's. So this woman on the left here had 2 of this woman on the right's kids in her house, right? Both sort of like terrified. Yeah. And wait till you see these houses. They're full on. Okay, so the investigation revealed that the pair had been into religious extremism. They thought their abusive treatment of the children was somehow for their own good. Handwritten notes describe this in detail. Oh my God, wait till you see the notes. Okay, so we don't have time today to go through everything, right? So I'm going to show you some of it. I'm going to show you, okay, so this is what I'm going to do today. And I can't possibly go through everything today. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 kids being found. I'm going to show you some body cam of the 2 houses. So the cops going into the 2 houses, some of the what they found in the two houses. And that's pretty shocking. And then I'm going to show you a bit of the notes. But this is going to require a couple of follow-up episodes for sure. I'm not going to go into the photos today because I need to vet them. By the way, the source I have, as in the server that I have in order to with all these exhibits, it's really slow and cumbersome, and going through and vetting all this stuff takes time, right? So, and I don't want to accidentally put something up on the screen that is going to be like unsensitive to the topic. And yeah, so I just want to be really, really careful about this stuff. So that said, we'll get into this in a sec. Let's get going. So the video documents, audio files, and images that have now been released paint a detailed and confronting picture. So why even look, guys? Why even do this, right? So why not just leave it alone? That's probably what some people might question, right? So morbid curiosity. Some people will look at this stuff just out of morbid curiosity, right? And some people might ask that, like with me, why am I even doing this, right? Well, or is this a pattern we've seen before? Let's think about this. So this idea of religious extremism and this idea of people believing that it's for their own good. So have we heard of this before? Does this ring any bells? Think about it. Have we heard of abuse occurring and kids, or anyone, but especially kids, being punished to a extreme degree because the abuser believes that this will like bring out some demons, or it will absolve them? They need to learn their lesson somehow. Can you think of a case like that? Yep. Right. And generally on the surface, the person that's doing it looks to be like really happy and well, and just, yeah, it happens all the time, right? So maybe there are some signs worth noting. Okay, so maybe it's actually worthwhile looking at this stuff and being a little bit aware of the fact that sometimes these things occur, and because there's no kid who should go through this ever, right? Ever. So we could just brush all this under the carpet and go like, they pled guilty. Let's not look at any of this stuff, because maybe that's just all too morbid, and maybe we're just poring over stuff and like looking at it because, you know, it's going to get views or whatever. Well, you know what? Like, my channel is really small, and I don't think this is going to like make me any money or anything like that. It's not like that, right? So I think that actually we should look at this stuff and be aware that sometimes on what we there are telltale signs, and maybe the telltale signs that they're not quite enough for us to go and just like call the cops or something like that, but maybe they're just like, look a little bit further and just like keep your eye out a little bit. Yeah, know what to look for, that learn the signs. Yeah, every religion under the sun in some form or another, sometimes extremely so. Whenever there are people in beliefs, greedy bloke, I'll just look for your next bit. Yeah, I think it's good to see it, and so we'll know what it is if we see it in our lives. Yeah, exactly. And look, I'm not trying to call out all religions as being like this, not at all. Like, I'm a Catholic, right? So, and I know that some terrible things have happened in the Catholic Church, but 99.99% of the time, Catholics are fantastic people, and it's a small percentage where terrible things happen, and they have happened, absolutely have happened. and I'm sure that is the same in the Mormon church, plenty of others. But yeah, we need to, there's offshoots. There's offshoots. For some reason, Mormons have a crazy amount of cultish offshoots. Yeah, so there's always parts. There's always extreme parts, right? So we just need to be careful. We need to watch out. Now, so let's move on. Let's get into it, guys. I think enough people have come in. Alrighty, so So what I've done is I've gone through, and I'll show this tab instead. Yep. So I've gone through, and it took me a little bit of time, but I will. There'll be sort of little cuts and breaks in the footage because I had to sort of piece them all together and upload them so that I could boost the audio in parts. Now there will be some that are muted, and that's because the body cam is muted. But I've sort of picked out the bits that are worth watching anyway. So what we're going to watch first is there's a kid. Oops, hang on. Yeah, there's a kid. I think this is the part where the kid is locked in the wardrobe. Let's just double check that. Let's go. Sensitive content, guys, and I've made that really clear. Warning: sensitive content handled with care. So if this is too hard for you, please be warned.
You come in, buddy. I'm a police officer. You need me? Hey, you okay? Is this just you in here? I'm Sergeant Tobler. What's your name? I just have one. Where's your sister at? Contact one. You okay? Huh? You doing okay? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah, that's okay. Can you come with me though? We got Jodi out here. You know Jodi? She's outside with us. You take your time, bud. I'm in no hurry. I'm a police officer. Did you know that? I don't mean to hurt you at all. You doing okay? Are you scared? Yeah? You're okay. Do you need help? You want to come with me? No? I'm not going to hurt you. Promise. See this right here? It's a badge. It tells me I don't hurt people. I'm just here to make sure you're okay. You're in no way in any trouble. I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to make sure you're okay. And I get if you're scared. I would be too. Okay? You want to come with me?
Okay, so they muted it there. Now, as it's muted, I can talk a little bit. That's okay, John. So hang on, just make sure that it's, there we go. Yep. Oh, there we go.
It's okay if I just sit here.
So I'll just let you know. So basically, this little girl, she's 9, and she's hiding in the closet of Jodi Hildebrandt's home. I got this the wrong way around. She was the second one found, I believe. So I got the videos the wrong way around when I was putting them together, but it's kind of irrelevant. They were both found on the same morning. So, and don't worry, guys, this doesn't go on for very long. There's only sort of 8 minutes in total of all of this.
With you, we don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Okay. I'll just sit here with you. I'm just gonna sit down. It's okay if I just sit here with you. We don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Okay? I'll just sit here with you.
Okay, so this is the next video. Right, I actually need to mute this for a second because I'm going to get struck by this music. Because I have the radio on and I can't have that music on my stream. Okay, so he comes along with the pizza. And she sits there and she doesn't touch it for a bit. That's right, I muted it anyway. Okay, so she doesn't touch it for a little bit. I might just flick forward a little. There we go. All right, so he tries to talk to her. She doesn't talk back for a little while. I don't think she's too interested in talking to this police officer. He tries to sort of talk to her for a little while. And there's not much, he doesn't seem to get much feedback from her. But then, I'll just go forward a little bit. Then this lady comes in.
Okay. There's nothing at all you want to talk about at all? It's okay to talk to me. Are you scared? What?
Not moving to speak when anyone new gets there. Yeah. So yeah, the 12-year-old boy escaped and the police
Are you from there?
found the 9-year-old girl. Yeah.
Pinky promise. We helped your brother. And we got him some help too. And that's what we want to do for you. That's we want to get you some help too. We are safe. We will not hurt you, and we won't do anything to hurt you.
Yeah. So that's correct. I got it the wrong way around. I thought that they found her first, but no, it's because the little boy managed to escape that they even knew to go into this house and find her. So regardless, so thank God. And then, yeah, they managed to get her to go. See, they managed to get her to go. And see, she's really slowly moving. There we go. Wow. Yep. So she was in the closet. I don't know if she was living in the closet or hiding in the closet. But they eventually got her to go out of there. Now we get to see the moment that the little boy got out. So let's go. Here we go. Now, this is the little boy. Now he comes out and he goes to, I think he goes to, it's either the same house or it's the front of the, it's either the front of the same house or it's a different house. I'm not sure. But he goes up to this doorbell and nothing much happens. So watch him. So apparently he'd escaped through a window of Jodi Hildebrandt's house. Oh yeah, goes through. They are skinny. Hey, Ronnie. Waiting. That's an emergency vehicle near me. That's not him. Yeah, right, Vanilla, I know. Hi, obscure destinations. Right, Jung. Answer the door. No. Poor kid. All right, so now this one he has more luck.
Answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Yes.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could do 2 favors.
Well, what are they?
Taking me to the nearest police station. Well, actually, just one's fine.
What's going on, son? Have a seat there.
It's personal business.
Have a seat. What's your name? How'd you get here?
Okay, next one.
He has duct tape around
Big
each ankle.
injuries, there's sores around them.
Yeah, there's sores around him. I think there's a good chance he's been.
He also has
Oh, and he has
around
around
his
his
wrist
ankle.
as well.
I mean, his wrist as well. Okay, this boy has been.
Needs immediate attention. Oh, he was such a good kid.
This kid is obviously been. I think he should have been. 1512. I just had a 12-year-old boy show up here at my front door asking for help.
No.
And he's said he just came from a neighbor's house and he's emaciated. He's got tape around his legs. He's hungry and he's thirsty.
Need someone immediately.
Hungry and his stocking. So he escaped.
We need the police here now.
I don't know.
You know, any allergies in that?
I hear car down coming the driveway. So, no, they're just not getting out of the truck. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. These folks are gonna examine you.
Okay, so guys, I think we're about to see some footage of him actually in the ambulance. So just get ready for that. And yeah, they muted. There we go. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're right. That's correct. That's correct. You don't ever see his face. No, you never see his face, but you do. You get a good sense of what's going on. There we go.
Who did them? You're not in trouble with me, okay? We're just trying to figure out what's going on. Our main focus right now is you, okay? Who put the ropes on you? Supposed to help you what?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Sergeant Tolber. I'm going to just get a few pictures. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, Toy Toys. I have seen that footage, and I don't understand it.
Okay, this
I've got
what's
that
your name?
footage.
It's like Jodi. Hildebrand. So she said she lives over here. I was like, all right. It's like, well, I'm just on the phone with my sergeant right now. Like, we're going to try to find the kid for you.
We need to identify that house. If there's 2 other kids there, we need to go do a security sweep at that house.
12X 1711. Can you head over here to the road?
Apparently those kids may be in the
Okay, so basically, you see, I've just pieced all these together and I've tried to work out what the order of them all is because they were all just pile of videos, and then some of them are muted as well, so it's really tricky to work it out. And also, like, the 2 houses actually look really similar to one another, so I've tried to work it out based on the times on the body cams.
They got sensors. They got sensors. You imagine that being in your backyard? 3 million in the market. Huh? Something changed. I'll take it.
Okay.
Police department.
All right. Actually, you know what? At this point, I'm going to flick forward because I got this the wrong way around and I enjoyed more the other time they entered the premises. And that was later. Here we are. So, yeah, I preferred this one where they came in and is this 11:44? Yes, it is. So when I say enjoyed it, I preferred watching her freak out when they came to her premises at 11:44 in the morning. There we go. How about we watch this, guys? Let's watch her freak out.
Police officers, open up! Got movement right here.
Right there.
Contact. Got movement. Open the door!
No, it's 11 a.m.
Jodi? I need you to step out.
I have my attorney.
That's great. Step out of the house.
No, I'm not going to step out of the
Step out of the
house.
house.
Step out of the house.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We're just gonna see if
Whoa,
anybody
whoa,
else.
whoa.
Is there anybody else home?
Wait a minute, how do you come to my house?
Right there.
They come into my house.
Just have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant?
Have a seat right
Do you
there.
have a search
Have
warrant?
a seat right there. I'll explain everything after. Have a seat right there.
Do you have a search warrant, sir?
Control 12x11. Can you hold the air? We're searching the house.
I can tell you what's in the house.
Okay.
Oh, you
Just
can
have a seat
tell
right
them.
there for me.
Do you have a search warrant?
We'll explain it after this.
You can't just come into my house without a search warrant.
We'll explain everything after this, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's one of the reasons why we're here. So we'll explain after everything's done, after we clear the house and make sure everything's fine in
But
there.
why are you coming into my house without a
We'll
search warrant?
explain it after this.
But that doesn't make sense. You come into my house and do what you want, and then you tell me you don't have a
No,
warrant.
we'll explain why we did.
But don't
Okay. So I get her point. You're not supposed to just come into a person's house without a search warrant. However, what's happened is two children, well, one child has just turned up, and the child has said that he's escaped from that house, right? And that his sister is in that house. So would that be, I mean, I don't know the law in Utah, but does that mean that they have, is it probable cause, I suppose, to go in and check for the safety of that little girl? Maybe. We find out later, actually. So hold on, because we are going to find out why they have, special circumstances. Fed, is that what it is? It's a special case? Yeah, special circumstances for special cases. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you, Conspiracy, for becoming a member. I much appreciate that. That was lovely of you. Welcome. And go and have a look at the perks. You can go and join our Discord server. It's lots of fun there. There's a child in danger. Don't think they need one. Yeah, I think that's what it is, indeed. Yeah. So, and it's interesting to see how freaked out she is about the fact that they're about to go in there. And she's all like, I can tell you what's in there. Can you now? You really, really don't want them to go in there, do you? Now, tell me, guys, have you ever seen, people who are watching this, have you ever seen this footage before? Because I'm pretty sure it's new. Pretty sure it's new.
you have to have a warrant?
Not at this moment, we don't. We're here on exigent circumstances. And I'll explain it after this, after my sergeant and the officer are done clearing the house.
Thank you, Dana. Much appreciated. No, that's fair, Sean.
Is there anybody else in the house?
Yes.
2 kids?
There's a little girl.
Just one?
She's right over here.
Okay. How old is she?
She'll be 10 next week.
Okay. And she's on this side?
Mm-hmm. I have Airbnb guests over there. Probably scared them to death.
Okay. And they're on this side of the house then?
They're right over there. She's over here.
Can you get through the house that way?
Yes, they just have to go right there.
There's no other kids besides her?
No.
What's her name? Should be off to, where are you at?
Right here to your left.
Should be off to the left, right in there.
The main bedroom.
Is it the main bedroom?
It's right there.
How do you get there from the inside?
Walk around the corner. There's a little hall. And just the first.
Just around the corner, down the hall.
Second door to the right.
Yeah, wait till you see inside the house. I'll show you shortly. Yeah. So they mute it every now and again. I'm not sure why. There we go. We'll just watch her for a little bit because she says a few things. And interesting when she gets her attorney on the phone. Yeah, they mute it longer than it takes to say the name of the miners, though. Let's just go forth a little bit.
There's a 10-year-old down that hallway in that bathroom.
Where you at?
I'm right here. You're going to be down the hall to the right.
Looks like there's two. There's two.
There's two.
Look like two.
There's only one.
Well, who's this at the door then? Oh, that's, never mind. Sorry, that was one of the officers. I thought it was two.
No, I've only got one kid in the closet. The other one escaped already.
One contact. Or two.
Well, it should just be one. Just one.
Just one. Sorry.
Oops.
Contact one. I'm holding down here. Okay, sorry. Your left one, your right one. What have you got? I got this one right here. Hold there, just. Police department, call out. Police department, call out.
Yeah, she's freaking out.
Police department, call out.
All right, so let me just go forward a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if she's waiting on hold or what, but she's trying to get her attorney to talk to her about why they haven't got a warrant.
Yeah, we're clear.
There's only 8.
What's that?
There's only Eve. They're saying there's another person. There's not.
Oh, they just said her name. Damn. Hey, Nikki. Oh, you missed the moment where she freaked out and
I'll bring him in.
said, "You can't get into my house," which is like fair enough, I guess, but she was pretty scared.
Yeah.
Control 12x11, you're clear to open air.
Oops, sorry. There we go. There's the moment.
Is it the basement?
No.
There's just a room on the outside there. Is that, can you access that room from inside here, inside the house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Yeah, I have guests there. I don't assume they're there.
You know where they're from?
I think they said Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, there she is talking on the phone. Oops. Ah, there it is. Come on, lady.
Let's see.
Come on. Sorry, guys. This is a 3-hour-long video. I'm trying to find you the best bits. Apologies. Oh.
Let's see.
Oh, hey, Nosy Rosie. Okay. Look at this house.
LT. She's on the phone with her attorney.
Okay.
He's asking what the reasons why we're here.
Here we go. This is it.
I told her. I was like, we're just
Thanks
here.
for
It's
sticking
just
around.
circumstances required us to be here. So he was like, what are those? I was like, I'd have to talk to somebody
No, I'll
else.
talk to his face, but I'm not gonna talk to him on the phone.
Do what?
Yeah, no, I can talk to him on the phone. Is that your attorney? Okay. Hello, sir. Hey, it's Lieutenant Studley.
Lieutenant Studley.
Hey, so we're not gonna have any conversation over the phone. We'll probably do that in person. Is there a time that we could sit down and meet?
Well, there is. I'm getting on a plane, so it would need to be Friday.
Okay,
Could we do Friday?
absolutely. What time Friday works for you?
Well, could we do in the afternoon?
You tell me what time I will be available.
Jodi, would 4 o'clock on Friday work?
Yeah.
You want Jodi there, I presume?
Yes.
Okay. And you are supposed to announce yourself and explain the purpose. Could you at least explain that to Jodi while I'm on the phone?
Not yet, but I can do that with you on the phone. But again, there won't be any dialogue. We received a report of an emaciated juvenile that had duct tape around his extremities that was asking for food and water. And based on that information, there are other people in the home, so we're ensuring that there is nobody else in the same condition. So under that eggs and sheet, see, we've entered the home.
That's why.
Thank you, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
Lieutenant. We will plan on that Friday at 4.
Okay.
And
Okay,
where,
thank you.
where were we?
Our police department is 55 North Main Street in Ivans.
That's it.
Did you hear that, Adam?
I did, yeah. And Jodi, officer, thank you. I don't know if you're still.
Yeah, no, we're here.
Okay. Jodi, we'll just plan on 4 o'clock on Friday. And Ruby's on her way down for the children, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before I hang up, officer, can I talk to Jodi just briefly?
Absolutely. I will walk away and you are on your own.
So there you go. Yep, he got quiet. Oh, thank you, Murph. Thank you, Murph.
Ruby comes and takes her. I think they're gonna take her. They're gonna take her.
You think they're going to take her? Yes, they're going to take her. Of course they're going to take her. What do you expect?
I'll stay at the door, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Murph, for the gifted memberships. That's really, really sweet of you. And welcome new members. Go over and go join the Discord under the membership perks. Now let's have a look at the house. Okay, now hang on. Oh.
All I know is that somebody needs to go draft a search warrant. So that's probably.
Yeah, she was.
I just want to do that based on his info. You got her.
He's straight in there.
Hang on. What's she doing out there still? We finished with her? Otherwise, we will go back because I will show you what I skipped forward on earlier. Later in the day, what they did was they came back. They didn't arrest her immediately. They kept what, from what I can tell, is they kept her in the house. Like there, it took quite a while because it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they came and they went through the house in quite a lot of detail. And so there they are going back to the house. And you can see that that's at 2:30 that same day.
Police department.
You see they don't have to knock on the door then. And so they're sitting there with her. So there she is in the lounge room. And now they're serving her with a warrant. And now they're going to just like pull the place to pieces. And now we get to have a look at, I don't know if you guys have heard of the safe room. Have you heard of this yet? Wait till you see the safe room.
Yes.
Okay, so they want to put her in this room
Yes.
and clear this room out so that they can like have her in there sort of safe
Nothing in here that could get
away while they're doing everything else, right?
We'll just have her come sit in here. Oh, so I didn't go, we didn't go through Georgia. Real quick. We're gonna.
Look at this house. It's massive.
I can sit with her. Yeah, no, I thought you meant you her, like I haven't checked her.
Yeah, this is not their mother. Yeah.
It's not those, it's Steve. But thank you. We have those other. We're clearing this room so she can be in here. I know, I tried to ask her.
Okay.
Old lady. Yeah, Jodi. We're putting the homeowner in here. She just like the last coach. I don't know. We can ask again, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it took them all, exactly. It took them a while. That probably explains why it's 2 o'clock before they're doing this whole clear out.
She makes sure she's not on, doesn't have a phone.
Just unplug it. Here's to turn off that thing. Turn the, yeah. Turn off.
All right. So this goes on for a little bit. So I might just
Is there a hub? Is it all like?
fast forward for a little bit through here. And then
There another one? We're not having to go up there?
I'll take you through.
Oh, okay, right here. Just the one.
Is it 10,000 square foot? Hey, Ambrose.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna.
We probably don't need both of these. That one over there.
Yeah, I could Schomburg, but I've watched this and nothing happens at all.
Yeah, right.
Although what I will do
So what do
is
we have in here now?
hang on, I'm gonna pause it for a second. What I will do, Schomburg, is once I'm done with all this, I will upload it like clean of commentary and stuff like that. And so people can sort of like flick through at their own what do you call it? Leisure. But I have watched it. It's 3 hours worth. Even if I went at like double speed, we'd be here for years. And this is not the only one. Like there's tons of body cam. So, and there's interrogations and things like that as well. So what I have watched this, nothing happens in these parts that I'm flicking through. So I'm kind of trying to find the bits that I remember are interesting for us to watch. I'll speed it up a bit for us. But that said, yeah, I'll make it more available for people to watch. Also, if you remember, join the Discord and I'll pop things up on there later on as well. Cool, let's keep going.
Yeah, we know. Oh, officer, Jesse, Mikey, Simone. Totally me, you. Who's out there? He's outside making sure that mom doesn't sneak up. Good job.
Okay, can we put someone on photographs then? Just literally gathering the.
You want to write down the assignment so we've got it on paper?
You want to have.
It's in the school should be out, right? School should be.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. You've been very disappointed on these photography skills. You ready to work tonight? He's on vacation. Let's call him. Do you want to call him and see if he's able to come here? Okay, so
Okay, so I want to get to the part where, because they're just planning out their moves at the moment. Yeah, see, they've got their little war room going on in the kitchen. Once you get to the part where they take you through and show you the safe room. Oh, here we go. There's the pantry. Look at this. Wow. Goes through watching nothing is 100% great since we know the outcome. Viewing this footage answers questions not asked. Who has the house blueprints? Oh, I suppose the cops have gone and found it somewhere. Okay, so I went and flicked through when I was recording this because I've got the originals, obviously. Here we go. I'm going to put this back down to regular speed now. They muted this part. I don't know why. But check it, guys. Check it. This. Look at this. This woman has this. I don't know if it's a basement or what, but that whole area is like a giant big. Even before they got into this part, which is a safe, that whole area is a safe. And then there's that thing, right? And look at it. Inside it, that's that safe is a room, and then you go into it and wait till you see what's in there. It's a tiny, tiny little jail cell. I don't know how they had a combination to get in there. No, I don't know. Look at it. Now, for some reason, they think there's someone hiding behind the fridge. Very weird. They start like pulling the fridge out and like gun in the fridge kind of thing. It's quite weird. It looks like a bunker. Yeah, I suppose. Look at him. Like, what's in the fridge? They think some sort of ninja is going to come out from behind the fridge. Yeah. The fridge is empty. Everything's empty. Looking for a secret door? This is so weird. But why is it like bolted? Like, why is it a safe? Is there regular routine? Yeah, sure. It just looked a bit okay. There's a toilet there, and get ready for this. Look. Single bed. Look at that. It's a tiny, tiny little prison cell, basically. It's like completely empty. One toilet, one bed, a fridge, some shelving. And it's like got the biggest, fattest door and lock on it you've ever seen. It's a safe room inside a safe room. And look at it. Like, that is also a big locked fat door with some washing machines. So it's also inside a big safe. It doesn't look like it's used, does it, Sean? It doesn't look like anyone's been living in there, at least not recently. So I hope not. Like, I hope not. I really hope no one's been living in there. I mean, if someone has been living in there, it's been cleaned up. But wow, like, who needs a thing like that in their house? It's just so weird. That is just so weird. Yep. Okay. Right, now I'll show you something else. Just whilst that's playing, I'll get something else going for you. 2 seconds. Let's watch that whilst I get it going.
Well, 84. Front door's off to the left. Ring. No, go for it.
All right, you've already seen that. Okay, 2 seconds. Okay. Yep. All right. No, wrong one. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. There we go.
Hey Jodi, how are you? So I know I introduced myself when we were at the
All right. So what we're watching now.
and this is
Hang on a second. Pause it. We have Jodi at the police station. Wait till this guy gets out of the way.
Can I get you any water, snacks? Doing all right?
There we go.
Can be expected.
There we go.
How long you lived here in Islands? 11 minutes?
This speaks for itself.
The same house? You married? Single?
Where'd you move from?
Yes, I can.
And how long were you up there for?
I'm a little nervous.
You're you know, to be honest with you, if I was sitting over there, I'd be a little nervous too. So don't worry about it. We're just here to talk, to get your side. And right now we're just asking you just typical questions, like how long you lived here, that kind of thing.
I watched too many detective movies.
How yeah?
Which one's your favorite?
Me too. You can't, honestly, I sit there and I'm married and I sit there and watch those with my wife and I say that, like, wait on, that's not how we do it. Hey, that's not right. So there's some good ones out there, don't get me wrong. But most of them are probably a little off base. We're not as mean. I won't get up and beat you up. We don't do that.
We just want to get to know you a little, so if you just kind of want to share a little about yourself and what brought you down here and...
So I trust my attorney. He said, don't say anything. And I said, I have nothing to hide. And he's like, I know that, but just let me be there with you when we talk. So you guys seem nice people.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm trying to be difficult. This is really, if you knew all the pieces, I think you'd have a lot of empathy for what's going on.
That's really what
we're looking for. And you're an adult, and the thing about our interview, if we ask you any questions that you don't want to answer, you can just tell us, I don't want to answer that question. But we do want to have a basis and an understanding of what's going on in that home, or what went on up north that brought them into your home. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to share any of that and you don't want to answer any other questions, that's okay.
I'd like to just tell you, but I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're gonna flip my words. I don't know.
And that's the good thing about cameras. Everything, it's pretty much double recorded, audio, video.
and it's for the safety of for you and for us, because we don't want to flip your words, and this will all be pretty much right there to support you. So we're not going to use anything against you.
Be so
Oh,
insistent on.
please.
He's an honest, good man, goes to church. I trust him. Why would he say that to me then?
I don't know your attorney, to be honest.
Well, I'm just saying he's
He's
a good,
man.
honest man.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
I'm an honest person as well, so we get along great. And he just said, do not say anything.
Maybe just as an attorney,
They always say that.
they always want to be with their client. I'm not sure, but like I said, at any time, if you don't want to answer a question, you don't have to. So the ball's really in your court on what you do want to answer and what you don't. So,
Well, I think it looks bad that I don't want to answer anything, but it's not because I'm trying to be difficult. I'm really hanging on what he told me to do.
Yeah, who's your attorney?
Adam, his father's an attorney, his brother's an attorney.
Is he local?
Yeah,
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
he's on the street where the town hall is.
Oh,
They all have the same name.
the whole reason we're sitting here.
Look, I got to say, I completely support what she's saying. She might be a terrible person, but I completely support what she's saying, and she should just stop talking completely. Like, why should she have to continue explaining that she wants her attorney? Like, why should she have to keep saying, you guys seem like nice people, and I know it looks bad that I don't want to talk, just I want my attorney, and that's enough, really. Come on now.
Today is there's a lot of questions we have that we just maybe misunderstandings that we just need to clarify. And
I know, and I'd love to tell you if you were here, because I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with what I say. You know, I'm a psychologist. I've watched people flip things all the time, so I get it. I sit on your side. I get it. I wish people didn't do that, but they do.
well, if you're not willing to answer any of the questions about yourself, would you be willing to answer any questions maybe about Ruby or Kevin that you could help us understand?
No.
We just honestly want to understand what their dynamic is, what happened to the children, what caused their separation.
Right.
And after talking to Kevin, it sounds like you know a lot about their dynamic and their relationship. So if you could help us understand that at the least, that would be awesome. And that's nothing incriminating towards yourself because it's not pertaining to you. So if you could help us understand that.
Jodi, we're going to
How about
do this. You asked your attorney, and we'll leave it at that. We'd like to maybe talk to you later when you have your attorney here present,
Absolutely.
and we'll
He
go
made
down
an
okay.
appointment at 4 on
He made
Friday
an appointment
here.
That's true.
At 4.
He talked to the officer
Okay.
and said, "Can we make a time?" And he said out loud, "Do not talk to them."
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. Well, I'll talk and see if we can schedule that, and maybe that's just something we just do with your attorney. Okay. Do you have any questions for us, or anything we can answer in the meantime?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Appreciate your time. We'll have you hang tight in here, and then we'll come back and get you, and we'll be on our way. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, they knew. They knew. In contrast, this. Yeah, it's on freaking Bodycam. They knew. They were trying to pressure her to talk anyway. Right? And it's not about whether we're sympathetic. No, it's not about that at all. Like, the very worst criminals in society deserve to be represented by an attorney. That's their right. Absolutely. Okay, so in contrast, we have Miss Franke.
Hi Ruby, how are you? I'm gonna have you come sit on this side.
By the way, I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen this before. I don't know if this is newly released. Tell me.
Was this your water? I'm gonna.
It's yours if you want it. We'll say that. How's that?
We also have snacks if you need anything to eat.
But I thought it was a very good contrast.
So I know I introduced myself to you earlier, but my name's Detective Bates, and this is Sergeant Tobler. We're just here to talk to you about kind of a few things involving your kids. So first, do you live down here, or? Or do you live up north? Do you want to talk to me about where you live or how many kids you have? So we just spoke with your husband and he said you guys have 6 kids. Are those all together? Are those all your kids? I can wait all day, so it's up to you if you want to talk to us about what's going on. Would you feel more comfortable talking to one of us?
Or do you want me to I can step out if you want?
Or if you feel more comfortable talking to him, I can step out.
I'll wait till I have a lawyer.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to us at all?
Wow.
Do you want to answer that?
Well,
You
she
don't
just
want to talk to us about
so.
anything?
She asked for a lawyer just then.
So yeah, this is just your chance to tell us. We're just trying to get your side of the story.
Yeah, we know.
So it's your chance to do that. But it's up to you. We're just here to talk. And
Wink
I'm
once
not
if
asking
you're
you too
alive.
many questions. If you don't want to talk to us, just let us know and we'll be done.
I've already told you.
That you want a lawyer? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Easy enough.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I can get for you in the meantime? I got the water. Do you need a bathroom break or anything like that? No? Okay. Good.
Okay. Now, one more thing, guys. Oops. No, not that. Sharing screen, share screen, share screen. Hang on. Stopping. Just a sec. I need to remove all that stuff. Oops. Hang on a second. 2 seconds, guys. Oh, no, that's not it. There we go. There it is. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit difficult. Sorry, guys, but I wanted to show you a little bit of it. I can't show you too much of it because if I do, it's going to be a little bit horrible. But you've probably seen some of it out there in the media. Okay, so I'm just going to, I think page 1 is just black. Yes, it is. Okay, so guys, the other thing that's come out in the exhibits are these notes or journal. I think they're called the journal. Right. And basically it's proof that Jodi and Ruby were very much into this religious extremism. And so they document some of this, what I think they think that it's, they don't think that it's torture or that it's hurting the kids in any way. They think that it is helping them, right? And so there's a lot of it that's redacted, but there's a fair bit there that just sort of goes through the day-to-day stuff that they're doing to these kids, and it's helping them to get rid of their demons and stuff. Now, I'm not going to go through much of it. We'll start just a little bit of it. And if it gets a little bit too heavy, cool. Now, this is obviously, I've only shown you a little bit of everything today. There's also a lot of jail calls, audio, and things like that I need to convert and get the subtitles happening for, make them easier to digest. There's photos and things like that. There's a lot more body cam. So I would be doing more episodes, guys. So yeah, there'll be more episodes. It won't be a Saturday afternoon. I think this is all a bit heavy for a Saturday afternoon. And after Jensen, I'll try and keep, actually, next Saturday after Jensen, guess what? We're going to be doing Murdoch texts, and that'll be much more fun because I have some fun Murdoch texts that we'll do dramatic readings on. So that'll be much more fun on a Saturday afternoon. I think we might do this maybe on a Wednesday night. So maybe Wednesday night we will do more of the unseen exhibits of Hildebrand and Franke. So we'll just start this now, and we'll finish the stream maybe in about 10 minutes or so after we've read a little bit of these. And yes, join the Discord, guys. I will be adding some of these exhibits as I work through making them more digestible, breaking them into pieces, and putting them onto our Discord server. Cool. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, and all right, let's start. Okay, so timeline. 21st to the 5th, 2023. Jodi received blessing from Temple President Steve Kaplan. Then Ruby, A, J, R, and E, so their kids' names, come down to Jodi's to help spring clean. And then the 28th, meet Jeremy Jaggy. I don't know who that is. Right, so this is clearly written by Ruby, Jodi's. Okay, well, it's written in the third person, so I'm not sure whether it's written by Ruby or Jodi. Can't really tell. Okay, Jodi goes to SLC to meet with Jeremy Jaggy and Brad Wilcox. R refuses to do wall sits. He says he is done. Okay, so wall sits, sitting against a wall, and I believe that's like really painful. Like, you know, those when you're sitting against a wall, like, and you have to crouch, kind of like the painful way that you do when you're at the gym. He says he is done. Then something R is to stay outside, sleep outside, only come something to the bathroom and shower. E refuses to work, screams, has hair shaved off. R runs away around 1:15 a.m. Ruby finds him at 3:14 a.m. Jodi, EJ drive to Arizona and find property. Something. Oh, property, land, exclamation mark. There's a lot redacted. A lot. Okay, July 9, 2023, Sunday. R turns 12 tomorrow. I never envisaged him being 12 and still peeing himself. Satanic choices lead one to becoming destitute, even in the most affluential homes. July 10, 2023, Monday. It's our birthday, and he doesn't even know what month it is. E and R have been in so much deviant behavior, they won't control their bodily functions. They are both furious. Their selfish sin lifestyle is being intervened upon. I told R he emulates a snake. He slithers and sneaks around looking for opportunities when no one is watching, and then he scurries. If he wants to emulate the savior, he needs to be 100% obedient with exactness, no wavering, no hiding. Lies. I mean, all the time. He is a compulsive liar. I never would have suspected this. Entire experience is a shock to my system. Is that I never would have suspected the cold, dead heart has if I didn't know where to look. He has always been able to get what he wants, and now he can't. He is furious. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit of chat. Ruby is describing trauma reactions in the kids. What a bitch. Yeah. Wait, why didn't you say manifesto for me? So, it could be worse. Anyone remember the Heaven's Gate religious cult who killed themselves for help? Not really. It's weird when you read his tacky science fiction novels. I might be talking about someone else. Okay. They're absolutely twisted writings. Okay. I told him if he divulged everything, he would automatically begin repenting. I asked if there was, and they start redacting. I told R that he needs God. I invited him to fast and pray. R is in and out of possession. Wow, doesn't this sound like Laurie Valadaybell? This in and out of possession thing. He is workable and calm for a bit, and then angry and defiant the next. The only consistent thing about R is that he lies. E is better behaved with Jodi. She likes to think she can still manipulate me. I gave her a pixie haircut. All her long hair is gone. No more distracting with hair. R told me he would rather have a glass of water than me as his mother. I'd rather have a glass of water than you as my mother. You probably hadn't had any water for a while. And good choice. 11th of the 7th, 2023. Big day for evil. E manipulates me. She won't scream when Jodi is around, but with me, she wails all night. E screamed, cried, and would hit her head on the tile floor. Today, Jodi confronted her. E admits to putting on a show for her mother. E says she wants to be pitiful. R was told to stand in the sun with his sun hat. He is defiant. No, I tell him a couple more times. R, or I should say, what? His demon stays in the shade. I push R into his demon. Huh, what? Hang on, did I? Son, she says he wants to be pitiful. R was told to stand in the sun with his sun hat. He is defiant. No, I tell him a couple more times. R, or I should say, his demon stays in the shade. Right. So either it's not R, it's his demon that stays in the shade. I push R into the sun. R comes back. I come back with a cactus poker. What? What's a cactus poker, guys? Someone help. When I poke his back to get in the sun, R doesn't even flinch. I poke him on the neck. He is in a trance and doesn't appear to feel anything. Jodi taps him on the cheeks to wake him up. What is a cactus poker? Guys, do I want to know? But there wasn't a trial, was there? Or was there like what do you call it? The plea hearing? I'm confused. Thing to poke a cactus to. It's a cactus pad. It has thorns on it. So like it's a painful thing, right? With thorns. Am I right? It ensures no bugs are living. Oh. Okay. Okay. So something you wouldn't want to be poked with. Am I right? Why would you poke a cactus? Because like you don't like the cactus? I don't know. By the way, like on a brighter note, I am like that landscape out there is amazing. Like I didn't know that kind of landscape actually like properly existed and people lived in it. It's like, wow, people live in that. Okay, the devil doesn't like when you get your subject to agree to truth. Ah, do you know I love you? Yes, ma'am. Ah, do you know Joe loves you? Yes, ma'am. Do you know the Savior loves you? Yes, ma'am. Ah, once out of his outcomes, after our talk, R stays in the shame. I take my old mop water and go to R. I show R the water. Then I pour the water on R. It's hot outside. It feels good, doesn't it? Yes. She pours mop water on the kid? What? An hour later, and an hour later, something, take R on a little walk to the pool. She talks on how R has love twisted. If R likes something someone does, he calls it love. If he doesn't, he thinks it's not loving. I don't know what this word is. Something love. If he doesn't, he thinks it's not loving. Then pushed R into the pool. R swam to the side. Joe pulled him out. Feel good? Refreshing? Yes, ma'am. I went out a couple hours later and asked if he wanted the pool again. Yes, ma'am. Will you let me push you in? R laughed, then tried not to act too excited. R cooled off and went back to his spot. I put my hands on his face. Have you ever heard someone talk underwater? Yes, ma'am. Why does she have... I don't know. Is R a boy or a girl? I can't work this out. But why does this kid have to call her ma'am? What's with this ma'am thing? I know R is in there somewhere. I know deep down under all this anger, you can hear me. It may sound like I'm underwater with you, but hear me, I love you. R got teary. Then I put my hand tightly over his nose. So R is a boy. Over his nose and mouth. What? You did what? Okay. I'm coming to you in this water and putting my hands on your nose, mouth. The devil lies and says I'm hurting you, abusing you, but what I am really doing, you are putting oxygen on me to help me breathe. Yes, that's right. Oh, what a bitch. She tried to suffocate him. And then she told him that that's not what she was doing. What? Looked like he wanted to beat me up this morning, and then he was intrigued and interested, and then 2 hours later he drinks water from the house, steals water. Okay, Medita Finn. That's the boy who escaped. G. Joe is what they call Jodi. Okay, that might be what I can't read. Cactus succulent plant full of needles, and the bitch would push the kids into the cactus bushes or make them walk on them. Right. Okay, things are making more sense now. I think I can handle about one more page of this. R is compulsive. He feels no remorse for his choices. He shuts down and says he wants to go to jail. Yeah, jail sounds probably better. R says he worships the devil and has no interest in changing. I want the outcome of being changed, but I don't want to do the work that it requires. R doesn't actually know what jail means. He has no comprehension what throwing your life away means. He just wants the immediate gratification of sitting in an air-conditioned car ride to juvie. He wants stimulus. R is so back and forth. Oh, he wants the air-conditioned car ride to juvie. That's what he wants. Wow. How dare he? How dare he want the air-conditioned car ride to juvie? And you know what? They'll probably give him water too. You know what? That's... How dare they give him water? Just... He doesn't deserve water. Oh my God. Just so selfish. Oh, here we go again. R stole water. He was angry and looked like he wanted to fist up. I put my hands on his shoulders and told him I love him. Oh, of course you do. I told him he has no idea what he's doing, but I do. I can help him. I told him, give your demon friend a message from me. I will not rest. I will not stop. I will not leave. I will fight him until the day you die. I have the power of God, and he must obey. I beat Satan. I win. Then I looked in our eyes, and with power and authority commanded, get out now, go. Immediately smiled, cried, slumped, Soshin. He's gone, he left. I took E and R on a car drive to the, what? Shivnitz? Something? Gas station. I told E she was never going home. I showed her pictures of her on the swing under the big tree. What? She saw a girl who was hiding who enjoyed tricks. I told her I saw a daughter of God with divine worth. E manipulated during the car drive. R appeared to soften. What? I stopped the car and we got out to view the sunset. I told E she needs to stop her fantasy. She is not innocent. She can become innocent through repentance. Don't waste more time. R and E have been country, what? Country something. Country dogs. Did know yesterday was his birthday. Did know yesterday was his birthday? Oh, God, this is stupid. Okay. You know what? I am just about done with this for one day. Thank you, everyone, for watching that with me and for staying with me through that. Wow. I think we need, just a second. I think we need now to go over to someone as kindly and as beautiful as Mr. Gosney. He's live right now. I was looking for Sean, but Sean doesn't seem to have gone live just yet. So Mr. Gosney is live. And at a time like this, I think we need his healing, beautiful power. Don't you guys think? Don't you guys think? Because he always makes me feel better. He makes me see that there's good in the world. Yeah? Like there's been some times when, yeah, we need a group hug right now. Group hug, everybody. Yeah. He makes me feel like there's been days when it's just been, everything's been going wrong, when I've been thinking that everyone's just garbage. Not everyone's garbage, but there's been things happening in my life and I've just been like, what's the point? Like, everyone's mean. I might as well just crawl into my bed and not get up. And then I've turned on a stream of Mr. Gosney's, and he is there just making all the sense and making me feel better. So he's a great person to redirect to right now, I think. So let's do that. Save. Okay. Now, tomorrow, Hearsay for Days at 4 p.m. Eastern, and so many things to cover on Hearsay for Days. Actually, have you guys seen that the Virgilio Mendez situation has piped back up again? And there's all this misinformation getting around. If you don't remember the Virgilio Mendez case, that is the Guatemalan teenager who was accosted by police, tased, and all sorts of nasty things. And then a policeman passed away afterwards of a heart attack. And then they went and charged him with manslaughter, which was ridiculous. And thanks to a lot of work by a lot of wonderful people who all petitioned and yelled and did lots of advocacy work, and a wonderful defense team, including Mr. Jose Baez, he managed to have his charges dismissed. So he's free, but now there's this disinformation campaign getting around about that he was illegally here, that he resisted arrest, that he did all this stuff. And Elon Musk has gone and retweeted this, which obviously makes it 1,000 million times worse. So I'm going to be covering that tomorrow on Hearsay for Days. Also the Karen Reed situation. And I can't even remember everything. Well, mods, do you have my list of Hearsay for Days things? So much tomorrow on Hearsay for Days. So 4 p.m. Eastern. Please be there for that one. Tragic. You're awesome. Thank you. Another 5 memberships. Had 10 memberships today gifted. Thank you. And everyone who's gotten memberships today, please go over and join the Discord, because we have got so many new members. We're just going to have parties all week. It's just going to be party time. So come on over into the Discord, go to my membership tab, go to perks, and there's a link there to go on through. And it should just be ease of entry, everybody, because we have this super duper techie system that just sees that you're a member and goes, yeah, just come on in. And if you have any trouble, just tag a mod. But it'll be fun. Thank you, Tragic. You are such a wonderful supporter and friend. Okay. And what else have we got? Sean, Potentially Criminal, great friend of the channel, fantastic friend of the channel. Make sure you are subscribed to Potentially Criminal. And also to our wonderful friend, David at Making Law Simple Network, this guy up here. Make sure you need to be a member. You need to be a member fed. So, because it actually sees that you're a member, and it looks at your YouTube username and syncs it all up and goes, hello, let's win. So it's a membership perk. Membership perk. Okie dokie. It's raining green, all right. Yes, it is. Hang on. If the mods don't have my Hearsay for Days link, then I go get it. It's a perk of being a member. Yes, it is. Put chat. Hearsay for Days live. There we go. Hearsay for Days live. New time. Delphi, Virgilio Mendez, Elon Musk, Karen Reed, Murdoch, and more tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. Please join us. Guests to be announced. Might have some guests tomorrow. I'll be sending some links out. Okay, that's about it. So thank you, everyone, for being here. And yes, look out in my community tab on your notifications. If you're on the Discord, there'll be a live alert. Also, probably we'll run another one of these or maybe Wednesday night, but not sure. It could be Tuesday night. Haven't made my mind up, but there will definitely be another one of these during the week. We'll dump some more of these exhibits. Okay. Lovely to have you all. And thank you for being so sensitive with this stuff. Really appreciate it. Alrighty, time to say bye-bye. See you. Say EU.